Good morning and welcome to K24 this morning. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Shiko Kaitani here with you. Thank you so much for sticking with us as always and contributing to our social media platforms at K24 TV across the board. That's Instagram, Facebook, as well as X. We do have our WhatsApp number at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and also contribute to our ongoing discussions right here on K24, should you wish to do so. All right, so we do have an interesting discussion for you this Tuesday morning. We'd like to say thank you if at any point in your life you donated blood. In fact, the World Health Organization and its partners and communities across the globe are celebrating blood donors this week. It has been 20 years of celebrating giving, and so we'd like to say Asante Sana for the amazing work that you do. World Blood Donor Day is actually here with us on the 14th of June. That's coming up. And so today we're going to be understanding some of the frequently asked questions around blood donation. We also want to understand the impact on both a patient and the donor, as well as also trying to understand some of the milestones that we have achieved as a country. Where are we on this? What more needs to be done so that we can actually impact lives going forward? We have the great pleasure of having John Muridi in studio with us. He's actually a donor, a regular one at that. Muridi, karibu sana to the show. Shukran. And then we've got the specialist in studio here, Duncan Ayodi. He is the County Blood Coordinator. Duncan, thanks so much for making time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's go ahead and obviously start with some of those frequent asked questions, because I believe this is kind of like a gray area for people who, let me call it a fear that you may be having, and I see this quite commonly. But starting off with you, Muridi, because this is something that you have been passionate about. First of all, why do you do it on the regular, and why should people be donating blood in your opinion?
Good morning. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Shiko.
Yeah.
One of the things which drives me to donate blood is because I know when I donate blood, I will save a life. And sometimes not even one life, because 1 pint of blood can save more than a life. That's what keeps me, that's what drives me to this good cause. Yes.
How long have you been doing it?
Okay, I first donated blood in the year 2014. That's when I was just passing through town. I saw KNBTS, now KTTA. They had a tent just next to Kencom, and I thought, oh, I can donate for the first time. Too bad during my high school days, I went to donate and I was chased away. I was underweight.
Wow, okay.
Yes, and since then, between 2014 to 2017, I donated 2 times. But now from 2017, December up to now, I have donated 27 times.
What? That is remarkable.
Thank you.
Amazing. And so when we ask why people should be donating blood, what is it? Is it that we need to make our reserve banks a priority? Or what's the situation?
I feel there's scarcity of blood in our blood banks, because myself being of blood group O negative, and along the way I formed a group called the O Negative Foundation, where currently I'm the national chairman, and where we have been now trying to respond to blood appeals. And most of the times the blood banks have called me, as well as hospitals, when because they reach a point they don't have blood in their banks. So I guess it's the high point as we Kenyan go back to the ways, go back and now to the basics, and donate blood because it saves a life. And for sure, there's scarcity of blood in our national blood banks.
Okay. Bona Duncan, I like the point that he's actually raised as he was talking about him being, his blood type O, right? Yes. And I think this is also another interesting aspect, that how many people truly know what their blood type is unless there's an emergency. That is when you're learning from the nurse what your blood type is. And so you find also a lot of people shy away from appeals because they say, oh, I don't know if I can give to that. So first of all, educate us about what we need to know about our types and why we should go and make an effort to know our blood type.
Actually, majority of people do not know their blood groups. The reason being they have never, at one point, been able to donate either for fear of doing so or probably not getting a chance. Some few know their blood groups because probably it was requested in school or while joining a college. So they got tested and they understand their blood group. But majority, they don't. Now, when it comes to blood and blood donation activities, actually, it is very important to understand that as a nation, we require around 1% equivalent of our population to be the exact number of, the minimum number of the blood pints that we require.
Right.
So in this case, if we are 50 million, we require 500 million pints to sustain ourselves. That means that we should be having enough people donating regularly.
All right.
This blood should not be blood which is which we have to wait for an individual to become sick before we tell them to donate, because it will not be that much helpful. You can imagine if somebody is knocked down by a car along the way, then this person is bleeding, you wheel this person to a hospital, and then now that's when you start now asking for people to come and donate blood for such a person, and he is actively bleeding.
Yeah.
By the time these people will come to donate the blood, it will take some time. This blood itself requires screening.
Yeah.
And the screening will also take a lot of time.
Okay.
Because the methods
Yeah.
are not supposed to be the rapid methods.
Okay.
You have to screen to ensure that this blood is safe.
Okay.
So
all right. Duncan, sorry to cut you short there. We just have a technical hitch we're going to work on for you, but let's let John just jump in at this particular point as our team is working on you, Paule, for that. Just building up on what Duncan is talking about, and the fact that we need 1% of the populations, you know, as he had said, in order to have something sustainable and running and efficient. What have you generally gathered from people as to why we do not donate blood?
There are so many, okay, along the way I have talked to so many people, along in the social media, friends, in church, and there are so many reasons that they give. A number of them say they fear the needle, and some say they don't have, and the majority say, how will I donate? And I don't have enough. I guess that's a question probably Dan can be able to answer, because he is in the medical field. Too bad I'm not a medic, I cannot be able to answer well on that. But those are the two main questions. I mean, two main concerns they say. A number of them say that needle, hey, Apana. Others, I don't have enough. Those are the two main.
And how do you know you don't even know it? You don't have enough? They're just assuming, huh?
That's it.
Okay.
And too bad they don't know. I mean, they need to know before you donate, the person who is in the facility, they have to do some checks on you to test and see if you have enough. So you cannot donate until they know you have enough.
Okay, okay. Yes. So we'll understand who can donate and who cannot donate as we move along. But you were giving a scenario whereby these things happen, and whereby now we've got this waiting period that is life-threatening.
That waiting period is too much.
Right.
If this person is actively bleeding, they will end up dying before the blood is ready.
Right.
So in order for us to ensure that this person is treated in time, we should just donate blood to make it available so that a patient gets blood in the hospital. The way they get drugs ready in the hospital,
Right.
they should also get blood in the hospital.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if we wait until the patient is in the hospital before we go and donate, such a patient, most of them, especially the emergency ones, will die.
How sad. And,
Yes.
and you've seen how dire, how urgent those medical appeals are, or those blood appeals are. It's crazy. It's a race against time. So we don't realize that it could happen to any one of us at any time. I like that point, Duncan. Maybe from your experiences, you can actually explain to people what happens when I donate blood. So give me the scenario. When I walk in,
First, when you walk in to the facility, which I guess I've done, I'm almost accustomed to this. First, there's a form they'll give you. It has, with some questions. You fill that questionnaire. Then, first, the questionnaire, there are some questions which may kick you out. Which may eliminate you, for a better word. And if probably the question of you pass through you go through the questions, and you are able to pass. So you are not eliminated. Then there's another stage where now they'll go check your weight, because it's critical, I guess. Not I guess. They can't donate. For you to donate, you must be 50 kgs and above. So if you are not that, that is another way. Another place will be eliminated. If you pass through that, then there's also, they have to check your HB. Then also they have to check your blood pressure. So at that point now, if you qualify for that, then you're able to go and donate. You can now start go to donate now.
Okay. There's also the safety concerns around it, Duncan, because the question is, what happens to my blood once I donate? What's the process? Where is it stored? Where does it end up? And from there, what's the screening process like?
Okay. When you donate blood, as he has said, first you are assessed health. There is a health questionnaire. It assesses you on health issues, and then the next part is risk. The risk part. If you are high risk candidate or not, and if you qualify, then now that's when we check your hemoglobin, the level of blood. All these processes will also ensure that we are trying to look for the quality in that blood. Because when, that matters. Because especially in that risk part, risk assessment part, it is assessing how predisposed you are to certain diseases, like people who use drugs, things like cocaine, heroin.
Yeah.
You know, these are people who might be injecting themselves and could be exposed to things like HIV or hepatitis. So if you utilize such drugs, you are disqualified because of the health risk.
Right.
That's the first stage that we eliminate these people. Then after that, now the blood goes to the lab where it is screened. The screening itself is for disease assessment, so to determine whether this blood is infected with any blood transfusion transmitted diseases.
Correct.
If it has, then again such a pint will not be utilized. And now after the testing, it now up to the donor to go back to the facility or any other facility which is connected to this one, because currently we have something we call BMIS, and this BMIS is able to transmit results to other centers.
Okay.
So if you are in Kakamega and probably you visit Mombasa, you can still donate in Mombasa,
Right.
but collect your results when you are back at Kakamega.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes. So in such circumstances, you just visit Kakamega Hospital, transfusion center,
Yeah.
then they will give you your results.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So you've explained the process. What has got me thinking right now is about the waste factor. Are you seeing and witnessing a lot that's being dumped in terms of the kind of pints that are not usable, so to speak?
Actually, currently we do not have enough blood. So blood wastage is not possible. It's not possible.
Right.
We are in some sort of crisis because many people are not coming up to donate. It seems like many people do not have the information why we need to donate the blood,
Yeah.
how we are supposed to do it, and probably the benefits.
Yeah.
So the only blood which can be discarded at the moment is blood which is infected.
Okay.
Otherwise, whatever comes out
Yeah.
as quality blood, which is not infected, is transfused to
Okay.
patients.
Okay. So this brings in the question about the awareness and the messaging. Morevi, when you think about it, what are we not doing enough to bring out the numbers, as Duncan is saying? Because what is the issue here? Is it that we're not in people's faces enough, telling them donate blood, donate blood? What needs to be happening?
I guess, thank you for that. I guess the main target of blood donation is young people. And
why young?
Because for now, okay, I think the main, I feel they are the more energetic and they are more productive. So if I think that is the main, the biggest target, the biggest target. And I feel what can be done, these young people mostly are in the social media. I guess we can have a more tailored message to them. In the social media, we tailor a message which I think, and also use, we can also try use some influencers on the same.
Oh, I like that,
a tailor-made message and also use of influencers to reach these people, whoever they are, because the majority of them are in the social media, and I guess we can get quite a number. And also is, I feel Mr. Duncan and also the Kenya National Blood Transfusion itself, now called, now I think it's KTTA, Kenya Tissue and Transplant Authority. I think there's something they can do, also have some partners. I feel if they can have some partners, especially in churches, in social places, because there are sometimes I've organized drives in church, and I call them to come and do, I mean, get the blood from the people, I mean, from the congregation. And there are some questions these people do ask, the same questions I was saying. And sometimes I feel if they can, these people, I mean, the organization itself can partner with these churches and have some sensitization, it will be more better. Rather than myself, who I'm not even a medic, trying to explain these basics to these people. I feel is something they can try, and also we also ourselves who are there myself, even if I'm not a medic, I think is something also from the expertise I get from, I mean, from the the knowledge I get from them,
Yeah.
also disseminated the same to, yeah, to those who in my circles.
Yeah. Duncan, Borevi is a seasoned donor.
Yes.
And this brings in the question about the frequency per person. What is viable, what is not recommended? Because if someone is feeling the need, or, you know, they are quite inspired already by the conversation we're having to start donating blood, what would you like them to know?
Let us say something like this. You want to start to donate, which is very much okay. But first of all, you have to qualify. That is, the health questionnaire will assess you if you have any body conditions, things like diabetes, hypertension, maybe suffered from hepatitis C, tuberculosis, all those things. Once you qualify, now we assess your blood levels. You have enough blood, and then you start donating. You will donate the first. Once you donate, like today, you have to take 3 months.
Okay.
For a man, it is 3 months. For a lady, it is 4 months. There is a reason. Men are not like ladies. Ladies lose some blood every other month. So they need some more time for recovery. For men, they take 3 because they don't have, they don't behave like ladies.
Behave? You mean they don't have their menses?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Yes.
But we get the point. Yeah, it's okay.
And that is the best. That's the best
Yeah.
estimated time where if you donate and keep that schedule,
Yeah.
and then you are prone to get some health benefits associated with blood donation.
Okay.
Because blood donation itself is also healthy to an individual.
How so? I'm curious. Yeah.
Yes.
What are these benefits?
For one,
Yeah.
donating regularly improves your body cell formation mechanism. It's like doing an exercise. Yes. So you must do it regularly in order for it to show any results. It's just like going to a gym.
Yeah.
You cannot go to a gym today and then next time go to maybe probably next year somewhere in September there and expect to see results. You just have to follow the schedule.
Right.
Maybe today, after 1 day or 2 days, you go back to the gym. That's when you see the results. Same with the blood donation. If you want to see the results, then you have to do it regularly. Secondly, it will also reduce certain elements which have a tendency of accumulating in your body systems. Things like fats.
Yeah.
It will control your lipids. If you do it regularly, that blood which you are donating technically comes out with some lipids. And whichever will replace the lost blood.
Yeah.
I don't mean you lose it, it's just that you donated it. With whatever replaces whatever you have donated to somebody else is pure, devoid of such a fats. With time,
Yeah.
you will be slowly reducing your lipid levels and minimizing chances of getting diseases associated with the lipids.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
It also controls iron toxicity. It improves, see if I say fluidity, many people will get confused. It's the blood cell to cell volume ratio.
Okay.
those cells, they are supposed to be produced in certain percentages. So if those percentages have a tendency of maybe varying so much, regular donation will improve the percentages to be within the normal distribution percentages. And by so doing, it will improve your health status.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for those benefits. We are in studio discussing blood donation, obviously, as we're gearing up for World Blood Donor Day. That's coming up on the 14th of June. I want to take a short commercial break, and then when we get back, there's more frequently asked questions that we've put together that we want to throw to both Muriithi and to Duncan this morning. But keep engaging us through our social media platforms at K24 TV. We shall see you in just a few.
Bludgy. K24 TV Mix Master.
Leoni finish to
Like a boss.
Yo, when it comes to playing the best music videos, we've got you covered.